might catch a beating. Just tune in, you gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not, they be seated. You seen them in every arena. Eddie and Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT, who the one that slayed the Chupacabra. Your favorite girls.
Well, I'm going to say good evening, everybody, but good morning, everybody. It is 3:11 a.m. here, but it's evening over there. Nika, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. It's Wednesday.
Yeah,
I'm alive. Yeah. Yeah.
middle of the week, hump
Yeah.
day. So I've been like so out of the loop because of this time change and everything that's going on over here.
No.
I've been so busy.
Wait,
But
we gotta
what?
do the
Uh,
sponsor first.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Because
First shout out to our
I have
sponsors.
my finger ready on the button to
She's like, I'm ready. Wait, hold on. No, so first, shout out to Arte de Tere who did our video. It was so funny and so cute. I loved it. She's
Oh
like,
my
I'm gonna
god,
do
yeah.
something crazy and different. I was like, do it. And it was
So
perfect. So
cute.
shout out to her. It was so cute. And Kush with the C, who does our intro, and we're gonna get Crystal added on that. And then also to Hispanics Causing Panic, to our guys. I think they were on earlier today. But check them out every Wednesday as well. I think sometimes Mondays too. They just do whatever they want. So, but just subscribe and check them out. So,
Women's Boxing Channel was here before we actually went live and leaving a couple of messages.
oh, okay.
It says hi to Lisa for when she gets here.
That is
And
so good now.
hi, gals. Looking forward to a great show as always. Oh, so he's here. So he's here already.
Okay, so
Hey.
you're here. So Women's Boxing Channel. Now I know how you feel because
Yeah.
I got up to come on. So it's 3 here though, not 2. So you know.
So what time
So
is it that you got now? 2
it's
o'clock?
3. It's
Yeah, 3
3.
a.m. Oh yeah. Oh
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Yeah, it's
Poor
3
baby.
a.m.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
know
it's
what?
good.
We could come on a little earlier while you there, if you know.
Okay. Yeah, like probably next week because I come home on the shoot, I think the 12th or 13th, I don't know, something like that. But I mean, we could do it a little bit earlier, but that's cool. But it's
3 o'clock
fine.
in the
You know,
morning
it's
is
fine.
crazy. Oh wow. Yeah.
So am I blurry? Am I blurry?
It looks like you just probably have to just wipe your camera.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, like it's just like it's just smudged. So hey everybody in the chat. Hope everybody had a great week so far.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
everybody had a great week so far for sure. So what's going on? Like, what's the hottest news right now? I've seen some
Well,
things.
right before we went on, I saw that Devin Haney and the Ryan Garcia fight is going to be in the Barclays Center in New York.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
so it's
it's not
not
going
going
to
to
be
be
in
in Vegas
Vegas.
like everybody thought. Because people were buying their tickets, their flights already. I know people who bought their flights already to Vegas.
What?
It's going to be at the Barclays in New York. Yes. So
Oh my
I actually think it'll
gosh.
do really good there because people are getting
No,
tired
it
of Vegas.
will.
Yeah, I think it would do
No,
great.
I agree. I think it will too. I'm gonna have to clean my, hold on. Yo, I'm gonna have to clean this. Hold
But
on.
yeah, people, I hope they got like the insurance for when they purchase a ticket because 420 in New York at the Barclays. But
Okay.
yeah, I know some people who really had a lot of shit already reserved and purchased because they thought it was in Vegas. But I should have known it was something funny because they kept saying it was in Vegas, but they weren't saying a venue. They just kept saying Vegas,
Yeah,
Vegas.
Vegas.
And people were looking up, and there was like only one venue that was like available for that date, but later at like an earlier or later time. So I'm just like, I might not probably be in. And look, it's at the Barclays, so yeah.
Some people really feel like it's gonna be like a total wash. Like it's gonna be like so one-sided. I mean, do you feel like it's gonna be that way? Or is it gonna
I
be more competitive?
excited, y'all. I really don't.
I don't know what's wrong with my camera. Why it's so greasy looking.
You need one of those those little cloths like that.
Oh
Those
yeah, I
micro.
do. Sorry guys.
They'll be all right. No, so I was
I
gonna
mean,
say that I don't think it's gonna be a one-sided fight like everybody thinks.
yeah.
why people think Ryan is like a complete scrub or something. Like I don't get it.
The,
He's not
yeah, they do. They do. I think
that.
it's going to be more competitive than
Yeah,
people
it's gonna be.
think.
People are gonna be shocked. I think it's gonna be way much more competitive than what people are giving him credit for. So,
Do you think
I
he's going to stop Ryan, or do you
no,
think anyone's going to get stopped?
I don't think he's gonna stop Ryan, and I don't think Ryan's gonna stop him. So, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when he fought Tank, Ryan fought Tank. Like, yeah, the fight was stopped, but he was getting hit with like a boulder. You know, like
Yeah, he was.
I don't see Devin Haney doing that to fighters, like breaking them, like hitting them with a body shot so vicious that they gotta stop the fight. So I don't think he's gonna stop Ryan. I don't think Ryan's gonna stop him. But you know, what do I know? This is why we love boxing, because we sit up here and we debate what we think is gonna happen,
And then boom, it's the
there's something.
surprise. It's boxing. Yeah, it's so true. Mike says, "How's Team USA doing?" Team USA is doing so good. So we had sparring today, and we have sparring again on, let me see, Friday. We're getting ready for competition. We leave here on the 29th to go towards Milan, and then competition starts. So they're doing great, doing really great.
Very true.
Um, Hello, Lisa Bales,
Yeah, so at
Mike
least we were
Ramirez.
giving you shout outs before you even come on the show.
Yes, we were.
Henny's not doing anything different, just went by point. Yeah, see,
I think
hate.
so too. Yeah.
I just don't see him knocking out Ryan. Like, y'all gotta stop that. Ryan, I know it's not everybody's favorite, but he's not like a total bum. He's not. I don't think he's a bum at all. Like, I don't get it.
Mm-mm.
So I think it's gonna be a good thing that it's in New York, because there's a lot of people who don't like to travel to Vegas. Um, the fight's gonna be packed because Ryan has a lot of young fans that are like, you know, crazy about him, and they'll travel wherever they need to go, ask their mama for some coins or whatever.
You know what? It gives
It's
me an
fine.
opportunity to go back to New York, so I'm happy. I love New York. I love going to Vegas. I love Vegas too, but I do love going to New York. So I'm excited about that. I didn't realize it was going to be there. So I had seen something where I guess Charlo was like asking to be paid to be a commentator. What is that about?
Oh yeah. So, so Charlo, you know, I don't know who's handling his PR stuff and who's, I don't know. It just looked bad. So he was obviously drunk and slurring on, allegedly, before y'all get in y'all feelings. Allegedly, he was drunk slurring
Allegedly,
on a
even though
phone
we
call.
heard it.
Yeah, even though we're hearing it, still gotta say it because we're gonna get in their feelings. Um, he was on a phone call to like one of those popular streamers, Aiden Ross, some shit like that. I don't know his name, but I guess he throws events, so boxing events, and then he'll have like celebrities commentate or like, you know, just be involved. And
Nice.
supposedly on this call, I heard him, you know, pretty much he kind of begged. If we're being real, he begged
Hmm.
to for some money to commentate this event. And the guy, the streamer, was just like, well, you know, people usually commentate for me out of the strength of love, or, you know, stuff like that, but we could
Right.
talk about it offline. He's like, I'm not asking. The Charlie was like, I'm not asking for a lot of money, just give me something, you know. I'm a bigger because Aiden was name dropping. He said, I've had Tank and Devin, I forgot what the name he said, but he said some big name fighters, and
I
Charlie
think you
was like,
said Andre Ward. Andre Ward
Audrey
too.
Ward, yeah. And Charlie was like, well, I'm bigger than them, so, you know, this is not a discussion about
Mm.
them, me. And he was just pretty much begging. So he I don't know if I don't. It doesn't look like he is scheduled to be Canelo's fight next, because this is like the second video of him
No,
being drunk
I don't see it.
and talking. You know, putting it on social media. Like, stay off the
Yeah.
phone. Get off of social
Yeah.
media. You're drinking. Enjoy your life and do you. Stop giving people this material to talk about. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that they get in their own head. It's sad. They get in their own head and pump themselves up like I'm so great, I'm so wonderful, and then it comes out like this. It's really sad. It really is.
so
Women's
Dan.
boxing channel. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I
go
want to
ahead.
read this because he was talking. This is for the
Oh,
Ryan.
okay, okay, okay.
So Danielle, how you doing tonight? He goes, I'm one that's not high on Lion Ryan. So why you gotta do my hands like that? Come on. I think he's an undisciplined jackass and Haney will outbox
Damn.
him 120 to 108. I will be surprised if he knocks out Lion Ryan. Well, see, damn, at least at least you're giving Ryan some kind of credit because you at the same time calling him lying Ryan, but saying that he's not gonna get knocked out. So, oh
That's
God,
funny.
that's a hard
Oh my
on him.
God.
Oh.
Yeah, Daniel, you have some hate in your heart for him. Women's Boxing Channel said Eddie Hearn said he'd love to sign Boots Ennis as a part of his stable, stating he is one of the best pound for pounds. I bet he would, and you know what? I think it would do his career a lot better. I know he was suing. I don't know if it was his promoter or his
Yeah,
manager.
he's still suing them. Yeah, so I don't know how they're gonna get him out of this contract or whatever. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to pay to get out of that contract. So
Oh,
I
for
don't know.
sure.
We just all waiting for like news on a lot of these fights that are supposed to be announced. So
Yeah, and also I want to see him do something. Like I didn't know if it was his fault or his handler's fault. Like I didn't know what was going on, because he needs to stand in front of somebody real, in my opinion, before I'm just totally,
on
and
the
I'll eat
boost.
my words
I
if
mean,
I'm
a lot
told,
of people hopped on the Boots train after the Spence and Crawford fight because they want Boots to fight Crawford, and
yeah.
supposedly that he's going to be the golden child that beats Crawford. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that's so funny though. Isn't that how it is though with these boxing fans? It's funny. Um, so
Also,
Hector,
Crystal here.
hello.
Crystal's here.
Okay, Crystal, my girl. Hey, Crystal.
Hello, sorry for the late arrival. I'm
No,
here, I promise.
It's
I was
okay,
telling
you're
because I was
late, but I'm
telling
greasy.
You
because
Gracie?
there's really
I'm
not that much
greasy.
boxing news to talk about. If we're being honest, it's probably gonna be a short show tonight. That's what everybody was complaining about on Twitter too. Like, it was like, oh, there's no boxing news because there's no fights. But Berlanga fights this weekend, and I was just
Yes.
I was just telling Christine, but I told you like maybe a couple of minutes before we started the show that the fight for Haney and Garcia is in the Barclays Center in New York. So.
Right.
But for those of you who have already purchased a ticket to fly to Vegas, you have to change it to New York,
Yeah.
okay?
That sucks. People try
But
to
that
get ahead of
happened.
everything.
Yeah.
That happened for real. Yes. Hello, Lisa.
So is this the comeback, do y'all think, for Berlanga? Like, is he coming back and he's gonna prove that, he is that guy? He just had a bad run.
At this point, he have nothing to lose. Prove it.
Yeah.
You're right.
I
That's
was never
true.
high on him like that for him to get back to anything for me. In my
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah,
he wasn't really that high for me me to say, oh, he's getting back somewhere. To me, he
yeah.
has made that like that
That's
statement to get me like, oh wow, you know what, Berlanga is the real deal. Like, no, because he was being set up to get all these first round knockouts, knockouts, and then when he got in there with some real competition, then it was just like, ooh, wait a minute, I really have to fight. So yeah.
No, that's exactly what happened. Alvin Pal said, "Yeah, boy, never was that guy." Yeah, but I remember him like in the amateurs, and I mean, he was good. He was talented. I didn't know him. Like I've met him like as of late since he's been a pro and older, and he's such a nice guy. But back in the amateurs, he was like kind of cocky and wasn't very friendly. And he was like, ooh, he was like so good. And then he got to the pros, and that's what we saw exactly. Like he was being fed these guys that weren't giving him anything. And then when he got
He
tested for real,
he do the Mike Tyson, right? He do the first round knockouts in the first 16 or
hmm
17 fights, whatever. But I never see anything that was wow from Mr. Berlanga ever.
Yeah,
yeah,
neither
yeah,
that's like when you say, is this gonna be his comeback fight? I'm just like, he was never there to come
But
back.
he have a
yeah.
For
huge
me,
fan base. He
He
do have a
does.
huge fan base. He
He
yeah,
do.
because he's
does.
a New Yorker and he's a Puerto
hmm
Rican who's
Yep.
from New York. So
Hmm.
right there, you already have a big um, fan base, right then and there. You don't even have to be good. You
Right.
if
Exactly.
you're a New Yorker and you're a Puerto Rican, you're gonna have a big fan base in New York. They don't care how bad you are. So
And
Hmm.
I think each group of people, like we all look for, a hero, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Irish, whatever. We always look for our guy, you know, and a lot of people thought he was going to be that guy, you know, the Puerto Rican guy.
Yeah.
But and speaking of that, I mean, who is it? Is it Xander? Who is that guy, do you think?
It might be Xander for now. Right now, it might be
Hmm.
Xander.
I like Xander. Honestly, I do. I think he will bring
Yeah.
a lot. I think he will bring a lot to the table once he
You know
get
what?
going.
I just noticed that you can do this. So, you know, I always thought that it was people in the comments that put the thumbs up, but it's
Uh-huh.
us. If you do
Oh,
like
it's
this,
us.
watch.
Oh, hey.
I
My
just
I
look.
my
You
thumb
like
look.
don't
it.
work.
Uh-oh,
Wait,
your thumb doesn't work.
wait. Hold on now. I think I found something. Look, rain. Look at that. Do you see
How'd
that? Do
you
you
do
see that?
rain?
I don't know.
Wow.
Like this.
Okay, yeah, we're playing.
Oh
Sorry,
my god,
guys.
girl. Okay, maybe have a smooth.
Christine have her own rain.
All right, so there's a Do you have the
Ah,
bell ready or no?
Ding, ding, ding.
let me see if I can do it.
Nando,
Let me see.
Okay.
Uh,
Nando Llamas. Thanks for the super chat. I'm gonna
Thank you so much.
read your comment. Saludos, ladies and everyone. So yeah,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
but we just
And
found out stuff on here. Like, oh, I can't believe we could do that. Yeah, that's
yeah,
so.
so we're kind of playing the show. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm delirious, I'm sure.
yeah.
No, so I saw an Inevitable D Block. Thank you for showing love. He said he's been on 3 other
Yeah, but then
shows.
you know what? He's just like
Respect that.
this is right here. Inevitable D Block, D Town, D City, D-ville.
Yeah, I was like D Block. Okay, yeah.
Appreciate you. Yeah. Lisa's like that too. Lisa goes around to all the
Oh yeah, Lisa's
channels
awesome.
and shows up. I don't know how she do it. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, this is a really slow boxing week, so we're gonna kind of like bullshit around, but
It is slow boxing week.
yeah.
Daniel said, yeah, Xander could be Oscar Collazo could be Puerto Rican's top guy, but will he get the press due to him being a minimum weight? That's true. I mean, will he? Because he has a minimum weight.
Mhm.
That's a very good.
for Berlinga is for biting his opponent. Yeah, that's right. He did
Oh, that
do
is
that.
so true.
Yeah, I recall it.
See, because he was frustrated because he couldn't. He was so used to knocking guys out in one round. He was in there in a real fight, and he lost his cool, and he bit the guy. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Hector. He did do that. That's
You don't
right.
That's
recall
true.
that? Yeah, I recall that
did.
happening.
I do too. Well, wasn't there a fight that he was in and it should have probably been stopped and his dad was just watching and gosh, who was he fighting? It just seems like I don't know if it was that fight or another one where it should have been stopped and his
With
dad
Berling?
didn't. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, I
I'm
don't
not
remember
sure.
I have to do some research, but yeah, I thought that. And then I saw that you know what is Shakur gonna do? Like he's kind of talking like he's gonna
Yeah,
not be retired.
I'm gonna say this. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me put these comments up real quick before I say this. All right. All right. Because you know everybody knows I'm not his biggest fan of Shakur, but you know what? I kind of feel bad for him now. I kind of
Oh,
feel
okay,
bad for him.
Nika. Okay,
Why you feel
Nika.
bad for him?
We're gonna see. I kind of feel bad for him because he's just like he just wants to fight a big name, and it just seems like you know, even though you know this is what the universe works for me. Every time people, let me just shut up. But anyways, I kind of feel bad for him, and everybody's waiting for a fight to be called out, but I feel like he's really waiting for his fight, a fight or an opponent for him to be able to announce. Like we're all waiting to see who's Canelo's actual next opponent, Bud's next opponent, if he's actually going to be fighting Spence. But like nobody's even talking about who Shakur's going to fight next because they don't even think he's going to get it. So it's like,
No.
you know, I feel bad for him now. I kind of feel bad for him. I don't know how long that's going to last. Maybe till he tweets something stupid, then I'm going to be like, you know what?
Daniel said, "You okay?
Yeah,
You okay?"
No, but I think Top Rank know that he is likely not renewing the contract with them. He wanted to go out on his own, and
But he has one more
so
fight, right?
he do.
Okay.
October, I think, is when
Yeah.
he contract is up. So he have one more fight. But
Or
is it potential that Top Rank is not willing to pay any opponents at this point?
I mean, it's the end of the career.
Shakur is
And
not the only one that happened to.
yeah, exactly. That does sound does sound like the same song that other people have had for sure. It is. I mean, why would they? You know. And then what's he going to do after that? Are they in negotiations to, sign another contract, or has he stated that he's not absolutely not going to be back with them? You know.
I do
I mean, I
recall
don't
that
know.
Gabe Flores fight. Yes, that
yeah,
is
it
true.
was
Yeah, me too, Hector. That's what it was. Thank you.
and
I
gonna have his head
I
and
was going to
hands
say that.
down body.
Yes, I appreciate that. That is so good. Thank you. I got mixed up on that.
Yeah, you see, I do have a heart sometimes, you guys. I do feel
You
bad because
do.
I don't, because I was saying all the stuff that people are saying now. I was saying that long ago, but now that
Mhm.
everybody's seeing it and they kind of like beating it to like a dead horse on the timeline, and I feel like it don't matter what now, whatever he tweets or whatever he says, everybody just takes it the wrong way or like they just flip it. He can't do
Yeah.
nothing. Now I feel bad for him.
I think at this point, like whenever these boxers get to a certain level, they need to have people like working their social media accounts. I really do, because they sometimes say the wrong thing, and it's not even necessarily the wrong thing, but people just twist things, and turn
Yeah.
things around. And then they get in their feelings because they're human. I mean, I get in my feelings.
We all know I
So
fine, so
so they just need someone to kind of like measure that.
yeah.
I wanted to go to this comment that Lisa said, did anyone see Clarissa and Alicia going back and forth? You know what? I barely caught something
Oh yeah,
yesterday.
I seen it going back and forth. Seen them going back and forth. So right now, Clarissa has a fight with the MMA event in Saudi, if I'm not mistaken. She's in Saudi right now, so
Yes.
she's trying not to talk shit at all because she's trying to concentrate on the fight that she has in front of her at the moment. But she can't help it. She's just like me. And Alicia's like talking crazy trash to her. They're going back and forth. So I don't know if they're already in cahoots to start or not. Like if they actually have a fight that they're gonna agree on at 154.
They might.
I feel like it is because it died, and then now I feel like Alicia's clearing up her stuff. So now they can probably actually negotiate for a fight.
Yeah, because I think she can fight again in July, right? Like I think in July she can.
Yeah, so they're cooking up a fight. So it's what it looks like, and it's gonna be a good build up, like it was for Michaela Mayer. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is another
I would
good
be
question.
mad at-
Who is Michaela have next?
Yeah, and she even put that out. Michaela said, "Who would y'all like to
Yeah.
see me fight next?" And who will she fight next?
She needs a rematch, no?
I think so. I do think so. Will she
Agree.
get it? I don't know, but she definitely does.
Also,
She didn't. Her team didn't negotiate a rematch on her side. I don't think.
Right.
Because I feel like she actually won that fight, and I don't know.
She did. HOD said that fake beef needs to stop. Only for relevancy. It's only for relevancy. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I mean, at first I was like, gosh, they really hate each other. Now I'm just like, this is definitely something cooking, like you said, Nika.
Yeah, because I think so. I think it's cooking and then I see that Clarissa's staying firm on her coming up to 154 because
Right.
to me that's only right. If you're calling her out and you want her to fight, and she's the one with the belts, and I feel like you need to come up to where she's at. Like
Right.
Exactly. If I'm the champ, you're coming to me. I'm not going to you.
build up because they're already talking like greasy,
Like something's cooking.
mamas, bitches, and hoes, and this and that. Hold on now.
They are. Yeah, women's boxing channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, for those that don't know, we are in SEC.
And they're not lacking and they're not
CC
haters, for the record.
has made it to the how you say CC for their
SCCS. Acclimation. Yeah, camp. Yeah.
I figured that's what you were trying to say. Where over 20 other countries are there doing final preparations for the Paris 2024.
Oh yeah, it's stacked over here. Yeah, and then we have, and then like I said, we go to close to Milan for the second qualifier. So we have 5 already qualified. We need to qualify the other 8. So yeah, it's exciting. There's a lot of countries here, and like I said, we sparred today, and it's really fun, really fun. But yeah, back to Shields and Baumgartner. Yeah, if I'm Shields, you're coming to me, honey. I'm not going to you. You're
Right.
coming to my weight.
Yeah, as
You
if
know,
she has all the leverage, then she needs to come to her weight.
absolutely.
That would be a disadvantage for Clarissa. So I don't blame her for standing
Mm-hmm.
on that. But
Mm-mm.
I don't know. They've been on it heavy, and it's not friendly shit talking. It's like talking about mamas and stuff type of shit talk. So I don't know. And HLD says, have you seen how normal looking Baumgartner is looking in training? She can't make no 147 or 154. Yes, yeah. Oh, I don't think she was gonna make it. I don't know.
Yeah,
If she got on the she works with Perfecting Athletes, don't she see or no?
she does. She does.
But I don't know if she wants to go to 147. I don't think she wants to, and I don't think
I
she has to.
wouldn't.
To be honest,
I wouldn't.
I
Yeah, I
wouldn't.
wouldn't do it.
So
I
hey,
wouldn't.
So yeah, but right now she needs to focus on her MMA fight, and then I'm pretty sure once that's done, she's gonna get on Twitter, and it's gonna get even nastier. So we'll see what turns
It
out.
is. What was that Facebook comment about Canelo and
Oh yes. So, but you see, I didn't really research these rumors because some of these platforms on Twitter. Sometimes I don't even know where they get their sources from, so they just be saying shit just to get the people going on Twitter. But what I saw somebody say that a lot of people, it was going viral on boxing Twitter, was that supposedly, allegedly, Al Heyman is offering the Munguia and fight to Canelo for $35 million, but because he thinks it'll do a better fight than Charlo. So
absolutely.
That was the latest rumor right there. So I don't know.
Absolutely. I would much rather see that, wouldn't y'all?
6 months ago, I would not agree with that. 6 months ago, I
Me
would say
neither.
I want Charlo and Canelo.
Right.
Now,
I agree with that.
at the state of mind that potentially Mr. Charlo is at, Munguia and Canelo will potentially be a much more competitive fight than Charlo and Canelo.
Well, even Munguia's last performance, he looks good. Munguia looks better than I've seen him. So I would like to see that one. Yeah, but like you said, 6 months ago, no, me neither. Not at all.
So see, I want to go back to this one. Lisa Bell's, she said that Clarissa would go down for Chris Ryder because I see something with them going back and forth too.
Yeah, they got into it too.
Yeah. Oh, we got a super chat from the Adams Boxing Show. Hey guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll have it. So it says, "Hey ladies, 3 hearts. Just showing you awesome love. It's my bedtime. Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night." Oh, and I have to stay. So for here, it's the 22nd. So I have to give a shout out to the Hubs. So today is our 20th anniversary.
Oh,
20th! Congratulations.
The poor guy. The poor guy, the things he has to put up with, but thank you.
Oh yes, there's another going on this weekend too. Alex Santiago and Junto Nakatani. Just mark him, but Alex is a tough spoiler type. Yeah, so there's a couple of fights this weekend, but I know one of these fights I think is Inoue's brothers fighting this weekend too. But that fight is like early in the morning, like at 6:15 a.m. Eastern time on ESPN+.
It is.
Yeah.
Wait, did I say the 25 years? I mean 20.
No,
Sorry.
You said 20.
You said 20.
Okay. Because we're on Combat Sports says happy 25th. Okay. And then, and look, this must be one of my children. Poor Papa. As a matter of fact, that's after the daddy. After the daddy who did her wonderful video.
She make me look beautiful. I hope the casual folk here, they understand there's no beauty here.
There is much beauty there.
We're live right now. You know how they always say you need filters, but whatever. Suck a dick.
I mean, we can be glamorous too. So no, yeah, there's fights this weekend. I missed the fights last weekend because, I just don't
Yeah,
know
so
what
like
time it is and nothing.
it says Inoue and Ancanjas. I don't know how to say his last name. Figure it out. That's
This
gonna be
is
on ESPN Plus at 6:15 a.m. And on that same card is the Nakatani and Santiago, and their walkout, I guess, is at 7 a.m. So that whole card is early in the morning.
in a way
And
as
then,
the younger brother, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think so.
that same day at 11 p.m. on the Zone is the fight for Berlanga and McCrory. So
Mhm.
Okay, okay. That might be more in my time
11
zone.
p.m., right? Because 6 a.m. on a Saturday, that's crazy, bro.
For
Obviously,
y'all, it'll be good for me.
Right.
it's gonna be 2 a.m. here.
Um,
No
so
idea.
somebody was saying that Alicia keeps like putting up different poses on Instagram or whatever. God bless her. God bless her.
Well, she can do nothing at this point. She cannot call a
Mm-mm,
fight or make a fight at this point.
mm-mm.
So she have nothing better to do.
Didn't she commentate at one time? It seems like she commentated a fight at one time, and I wonder why she's
She
not
was doing
doing more of that.
something on the Zone.
Oh,
But I
Yeah.
think that relationship, I don't know. I'm not gonna allege anything, but there was a lot of allegations towards
Don't get in
Eddie
trouble.
Eddie Hearn from, remember, McCaskill and all of them were like trying
Yeah.
to insinuate that Eddie has something to do with like the testing debacle. So I don't know.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that's true. Because I was just like, why is she not doing other boxing things until she can get in the ring? Or maybe she doesn't want to be questioned or asked, you
Thank you
know.
for reminding us. So look, Hector Barrera says
Barrera.
Oshaki Foster versus Nova put on a show
Yes.
after a few fights didn't live up to the hype on ESPN. Yeah, and so he actually, I saw him tweet today. I retweeted it that he hurt his hand in that fight. I could tell this. He kept doing like this. I thought maybe it was his shoulder or something because he didn't speak about his hand being hurt after the fight, so he didn't give that excuse. I just want to say,
Right.
Mm.
but he did tweet out today. It was either today or yesterday that it was just a little fracture in his hand, but it's nothing major. I see him and Lamont
Okay.
Roach kind of like cooking up.
Yeah.
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 That's
That'd be
great.
a good fight.
I
Yeah.
want to
Oh
see
my
it.
gosh. Well, yeah, that would
We
be a
gotta
really
see if
good
we can get
fight.
both of them on here because we have both of them on here before.
I was
Mm.
just gonna
We gotta
say
see
that we've had them both
on here
on.
to
Yep.
kind of like talk shit to each other
I
and
think
like
we should.
get it going. Yeah, because they were both definitely on here.
Yep.
But I feel like Foster did good, and I mean, now that I know that he was fighting to me like he had something wrong with his hand, so he just knows how to close out a fight, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that just shows what he's made of. I missed it, but I saw highlights and then I saw the injury too, about the injury. And yeah, I mean, that's what they do. That's what we do. I mean, fighters, that's what they do. So I like that. That just showed a lot for his character. HOD talking about Alicia. She did commentary for the Serrano fight, talking shit all night.
But she was trying to make a fight with Serrano too, but Serrano just completely ignored it. She didn't even like address it at all.
I like that though. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Serrano,
And
with that
Alicia,
A. Yeah,
that would
with
be a
that
good
A.
fight. What y'all
It
think
would, it
about
would be good. It would be good.
Austin? That'd be a good one. I mean, who's Shakur gonna fight now? Like
Frank Martin. I want them to throw Frank Martin in there with him. Just make him
And
do
just
it.
and then
But
just get rid of him.
who is Frank Martin fighting next? Because that's what's on social media now too. It's a big thing about people trying to figure out whether Frank Martin is fighting Tank next, or what's the deal with that?
Yeah.
Because Frank looks like he's preparing for a fight, and so does Tank. So I don't know. We shall see. But Tank was kind of like correcting people on the timeline. Frank was pointing. He was like, "Yeah, none of y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. Shut the fuck up." So I was just like, "Ooh, all right, I'm not even gonna make a guess for this fight."
You're like, I'm not even gonna put my thoughts out there.
So when you announce it, you announce it, okay?
Mhm.
But so I don't know.
I'm just not hot for Frank Martin. Like, I mean, I'm just not. Like, I don't care who he fights if he ever fights again. Like, forgive me, but I don't care. What are y'all's thoughts on him? Are y'all like, ooh, who is Frank gonna fight next? Let's see him. Let's get him in the ring. Do y'all care about him?
I wouldn't, but now that they reminded me, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Shakur because I don't know who Shakur's gonna fight next. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Shakur because that fight was supposed to be his next fight, but they didn't agree with the money, and then that's why he fought De Los Santos, and then that kind of like shit the bed, you know. So,
Crystal, what do you think? I mean, are you like, ooh, I wonder who Frank's fighting next? Like, do you just dream about that at night?
Not at all. Not at all. No, I would say, I do want to see at what level he will be able to go. The lad have to be pushed rather quickly because of his age. He don't have as much experience as most. I want to see how far he will go, but I don't have any high expectation for him. So when he do prove himself, I will be impressed. But at this point, I'm not waiting for a fight on him. Actually, I've been rather interested in the Teofimo and Keyshawn back and forth. That has been crazy to me.
Yeah, I
I
agree
would
with
love to
that.
see that fight.
I would too. I would too. And
Dan Taylor says, didn't Frank look ordinary in his last fight? And then that's
Frank
why I
looks
feel
very
like,
ordinary.
yeah, so that's why I feel like that would be a good fight for Shakur next because everybody's complaining about how he looked in that last fight. So somebody got to step up, put them in there
well,
together.
no, I mean, I agree, and I just I think we just have to put. This sounds horrible. But like after Frank fights somebody, he just needs to he's just, I don't know. He's just not that guy. I don't even know how he got to be where he is now, to be in the conversation.
Oh, God.
I really do. But that Keyshawn Davis, and Tia, that would be good. But and then where does Kid Austin fall in? Like, I think he is solid. I think he is a good guy.
You don't want to see him fight Shakur? Because somebody said that earlier in the comments. Shakur and Kid Austin.
Yeah, I mean, he's really talented. He's such a nice guy, and he's strong. Like, what's going to happen with him? Like, when is he going to get his shot? When
Yeah.
these guys are older. Like, what I would like to see him put in there.
Do you know how old he is?
He's young, like
That's what I
maybe
thought.
early 20s, maybe
Okay.
21.
I feel like if
Yeah.
he's calling Shakur out right now, put him in there. Put him in there. Put him in there.
Yeah.
But that's the same with Innes and Bud. Do you really want to end their career already? No. I want to see Innes be able to flourish
Yeah.
at at 147 because I think he can, and perhaps 154. He have skills to do that, but you
He
don't want to
does.
put him against someone where chances are very low that he will win.
No, you're right about that. But we could do Frank Martin.
Frank Martin and Schofield, absolutely. I'm okay with that.
Me too.
So who do y'all not want to see Shakur fight again next or what? Because that's why I feel bad for him now. Nobody wants to see him. Nobody wants to see him now. Now I feel bad. Now I'm like,
Shakur needs a fight, but he will get one.
Now I feel bad.
HOD
I don't think
said,
it's gonna last very long, but at this moment, I feel bad for him because everybody's calling the same out, and y'all not saying anything that y'all want to see. Y'all don't want to see Shakur fight nobody. So,
I mean, okay. HOD and Women's Boxing Channel said that I sound exhausted
it's 3 o'clock
and jet lagged.
At her time.
Well,
right
actually, guys, this is like my sexy voice. No, yeah, it's 3 o'clock. Well, it's about to be 4 now. But I gotta see my peeps. Gotta see my peeps. Daniel said my opinion on the Frank Martin hype. He is trained by Derek James. And I'm not and the cheerleaders let his
Daniel,
Mike is like, read it out.
Son, be nice. Daniel's son. And then Ando says here, Bud needs to fight someone. No, why not Boots? Yeah, but I feel like I saw him. There was like a clip of like a quote that he made about fight of Errol still wanting the fight next. So I'm assuming that's what. I don't know. I don't hear no rumors rumbling around like who's next besides Spence. So that's why I made the comment the other day. We're all waiting like a little kid waiting for his mom saying that he could play outside. We're waiting to see who's fighting, who's
it's
next.
True.
Who's fighting next? Who's Canelo's fighting next? Who's Tank fighting next? You know, and now who's Shakur fighting next?
Exactly. Well, and the thing is, I think even Bomac had said something like, you know, what does Boots have that we need or want? Like, really? Like, what? You know, something to that effect. I'm not sure exactly what he said. But no.
Boots is a voluntary in May, I think. Then he fights the Scarf versus Chukadizian. I don't know if I said that right, but in the final eliminator, Boots now has a mandatory. I think it's nice as fuck. Top contender at 135.
Okay.
And then Thurman. Alvarez says Thurman will lose like he did with Manny against him, and hopefully he fights Virgil.
Yeah, I mean, I also want to see. I know that D-Style's really high on Tim Tszyu, and I really want to see him do something too. So I mean, yeah, he should get through this fight and do really well and look really good. But then he needs to fight somebody up there.
I see Jamel Herring. He fixing to fight in the Australia, April 3rd.
Yes.
And Micaiah Krups, is she?
I saw her post something on Twitter, and I
did too.
I just wonder if perhaps she will be on the same show.
The same card, yeah. I was thinking
that would be great.
She has a fight news coming up too, so it must be on the same card.
Yeah, it must be. They may not have found anybody yet, but we're gonna definitely we need to have both of them on the show too when I get back in town, and when my phone's not looking greasy. And I don't
know what you made it here, okay? It's 3:00 in the morning. They gotta know how dedicated you are. You have a greasy phone. It's 3:00 in the morning. You're tired. So
Nando,
I'm still here, okay? It says Nando says Bud hasn't fought since July and nothing in sight. Just excuses for why not to fight Teofimo or Boots. Shizu would be fine too. Okay, but are we trying to say that Bud is like ducking Teofimo and Boots? Because I know that's not what we're trying to say. Please clear that up, Nando.
Because if you're trying to say that,
because the Teofimo that we saw against Ortiz, that man can't be fighting no Bud. Absolutely not. So
no,
he needs to fight Keyshawn. I would actually, I would really like to see that fight. I really would love to see Keyshawn Davis fight Teofimo Lopez.
Absolutely. And as far as Bud is concerned, I think it's very well known he have a rematch with Spence.
Yeah.
We don't know when, we don't know where, but that contract is still valid.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right. You absolutely right.
But we know, and apparently Spence still wants the rematch, so Bud really can't do anything until this happens or not happens. So
it only makes sense to me that they allow him to have time for the healing of the eye for the last surgery, and then they will renegotiate the terms of the rematch, right? Well, not renegotiate, but they will come to the conclusion of the terms. They don't have a platform at this point, you know, Amazon or whatever, PBC, you know, they are just getting started. So it can be a little while before they fight. I don't know when.
Yeah, thank you, Crystal, for all the, you know, she's the woman of wisdom and common sense. And well, yeah, this is why it's not happening. You know, did he just have a injury and then Nike? Yeah, you're right. He's got the contract. So yeah, there's so many factors.
That's why we're all just waiting. Like, please just announce some fights because we need to know what's going on so we can talk shit or not talk shit or whatever. Because everybody says Spencer's gonna get it back in blood, even though it's like, okay.
Well, I don't think that Bud manager is messed up. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-mm.
So Bud has the right to make a living. His manager messed up if they agreed to that. Well, no, because I mean, I don't. They didn't expect this eye thing to happen, so they probably thought a
Well,
rematch was gonna be like. But you
well,
wish you should
yeah.
negotiate for a rematch because this was a big fight, and they both would want to get their lick back. You know, like if one of
Well,
them.
and I don't think that they knew it was going to be a massacre the way that it was. They knew that he was going to be beat, but they didn't realize, yeah, like with the injury and the everything that it was going to be a massacre like it was. That it was going to take so long to, do the rematch.
I
I
just
mean,
I like the way that Keyshawn is talking. Like I
me
feel
too.
like
To
he's selling me
Theo,
a fight between him and Teofimo.
yeah.
Because
Hmm.
the news
Same.
that was out there, he's double down on it. He's doing interviews and he's telling people that, hey,
Hmm.
I did beat his father up. So
Right.
Hmm.
he said, I saw a clip with Punch Drunk Boxing or something like that. He did an
Uh-huh.
interview with him, and on there, Keyshawn said, you know, um, if somebody did that to my mom or my dad, there's no coming back from that. And he said, you
Hmm.
saw Teofimo, he was the one that was trying to be sweet and caring, but he's like, no, let's fight. And I want to see this fight now. Just for that little exchange, I want
Hmm.
to see the
Hmm.
fight.
I would like to see it too. I would.
Hmm.
That's a good one.
I go with any else, no bueno. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been a whole. It's coming up on a year because it's just July. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It is
I
coming
think
up.
we'll get news. I think we'll get some news here soon. Within the next
We're all
60
scratching.
days.
Like, ooh, when are we gonna get that? When are we gonna get that next fight
I
call?
know. I know. Right? Serious. Like that. That's what it is right now. That's how I'm
Yeah.
feeling.
So Al the Pal, it's on Punch Drunk Boxing. He did a Keyshawn Davis did an interview with him,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, I think they had
I
a
thought it
clip
was,
on Twitter, right?
yes, on Twitter. The
Yeah, they
clip is
do.
on Twitter. Yeah. So, and you know what's crazy is because Punch Drunk Boxing is a very big fan and
T
very good friend
Tia
with
Fimo.
so I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised that he was agreeing with. So I'm actually like presently surprised that he wasn't like
Mm-hmm.
catering to Teofimo while he was interviewing. I thought that's what he was gonna do, but he wasn't biased. So
Yeah.
um,
Um,
Mike might
Mike
need to
said
say
he, yeah,
I'm too expensive and I don't want to see that fight again. I don't
I
want
don't
to see it
either.
again either because I know what's gonna happen, but I want to see it so the people that think this is gonna get it back in blood can just shut up. That's the only reason why.
Well,
Right.
there's reasoning. Spence say that he will be much bigger, much better at 154.
Well, Bud's gonna be bigger too. So it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, he's gonna be going up too. He's not gonna stay
Right.
at 147. He'll be at 154 too. So what are we doing?
Exactly. Hmm. So I don't know.
See,
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you because HLD is a big Teofimo fan too. So I know he was gonna be in these comments, defending his guy. But so he said Keyshawn was capping. He ain't gave no specifics. Because they don't want to incriminate. To me, I feel like they only saying so much about the incident with the father because they don't want to incriminate themselves for some laws being,
Well, yeah, they might have a lawsuit or something
yeah.
pending or
So
something going
he's
on.
smart not to be giving too many specifics. HLD. I know Teofimo is your guy, but I believe that it did happen because did you see how nice Teofimo was being to Keyshawn? He didn't want no smoke up there. He was like talking
Well,
to him. He's like, Keyshawn was just like, oh, I seen the video you were talking about me. And Teofimo was like, you did? Like that. And this
you
is a man that
did.
beat your father up, and you're like, you did? Like a little schoolgirl. I was like, oh my God. So,
Well,
yeah.
the thing is like, I mean, we've all been in boxing gyms. Shit happens. Like shit does happen. You
Yeah.
know, I'm
So
not
it's
saying
not,
it did or didn't happen, but
why would they make that up that they be his father?
yeah. I
I
mean,
don't,
yeah,
I wouldn't
I
make
don't
that up.
know.
I wouldn't make that
Mm-mm.
up.
That's
If I was,
crazy.
I just don't see why they would say that they did that without it being the truth. If Eddie has his way, he'd have Ben versus Ennis, followed by Ben versus Spence, followed by Ben versus Barrios, followed by Ben versus Bud, even though Ben never won a belt or fought beyond 1090. Yeah, but you know what? All
You
those
ain't
fights are gonna
lying.
have to be here in the States because he can't fight over in the UK because he got a dirty pet shit on his thing too. So he can only fight over here. But I think he has a hearing. I saw somebody in the comments put that he has a hearing with the UK commission, like to see if he can fight.
Yeah, it's coming
As of
up.
right
I
now, he
think.
can't fight in the UK.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I think it's coming up. HOD said T.O.
Oh,
Senior was interviewed and gave full details. It was with Coach K.
Coach.
Well, I know Coach K. He's very
So
quiet and he's
nothing.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, see, I don't know either.
I don't know about that because Coach K is not that guy. He's not gonna start a fight. He doesn't talk shit. He doesn't.
And knock the father out? Like, come on. I don't know. Yeah.
I
But
mean, if he did knock the father out, I believe it because Coach K is strong and he is one of those silent but deadly guys. But I don't know. His dad would have had to be in his face or
so
something.
Women's Boxing Channel just dropped the gem. Like, yeah, I think he was the one that said it earlier. He said Ben's hearing is actually today.
Oh,
should
today. Okay.
And it should be out by Friday. Okay, so yeah, so we'll know by Friday whether or not Ben can fight again in the UK. Because right now, you could tell he was trying to, after his last fight, he was trying to spark up some fights here in the US to get going.
Yeah.
I think one was supposed to be with Tank. Remember, him and Tank were going back and forth. So I don't know.
Yeah, they were.
Roman's a sound dude. Yeah. See, because both Keyshawn and Shakur are Crawford's puppies, and they hate Auntie putting out their daddy Crawford. Oh, and come on, hey, you are truly
HOD. Okay, hey everybody, give HOD a little hug, air hug, because he's feeling some type of way right now.
Come on. If anything, that's Crawford's light work because Teofimo cannot, he don't need to be in the ring with Crawford. I'm sorry.
At all.
His quote unquote puppies, they need to be calling him out because he don't need to get in the ring with him. He'll demolish him. He'll do them doing worse than he did Spence. Man, please.
He will. So it's coming up on it's 4 a.m. And do we have any last words?
Because I don't know how you did it. I would have been like, girls.
Girls. No.
Can we do it earlier or something?
Yeah, I just set my alarm and but it's good. I don't have anything until like 7:30. Well, breakfast at 7 and then we have a meeting at 7:30 and then start the day. So it's good. I'm good. Yeah, yes, I'm here. So last words, Crystal.
Thanks for that chat. I think we have a great chat again tonight.
Oh,
that's
best
wonderful.
Chat.
And even though there's not a lot going on in the professional boxing world, keep in mind this is Golden Glove. Tis this season. Get to a local Golden Glove show and support these young lads. That's where they begin.
Yes. Absolutely. I concur. Definitely. Nika, last words.
I just want to thank everybody in the chat for tuning in. I've been behaving a lot lately. I just want to say that. Kudos to me. If y'all don't want to give it to me, I'm gonna give kudos.
I'll give it to you, girl.
Right, Christine. I've been behaving. Right?
You have.
I've been behaving. So I just want to say, I just want to pat myself on the back for that.
We're so proud of you.
Very proud.
I'm proud of myself because let me tell you, I'm behaving. So yeah. So I just want some good fights to be announced soon. So hopefully we get something. Like we get a Canelo announcement, we get a Tank announcement, we get a Crawford announcement, we get something. So yeah, we shall see.
Alvin Pal, you tripping. Talking about, you must be in love. What man got you in line? Don't get her started. She's doing good. Just leave her alone.
Wait, you talking to me? Wait. That was for me? That was not for me. That was definitely not for me.
Oh my God, HOD is so funny.
Alvin Pal, Ben applied for a window cleaner's job. Oh my God.
No, I wanna thank y'all.
Kudos. See, taking out. That's why I was like, do people? Is it gonna be the Frank announcement? Because everybody keep insinuating it's Frank, but Tank keeps saying, "Shut the fuck up! Y'all don't know what y'all talking about." So I don't even want to speculate who he's fighting next. I'll just wait for the announcement.
Me too. I'm just gonna wait and see.
The Crawford fan club don't want him to fight anyone. No, who said that? See, come on, here you go.
HRD, we just need to go some rounds.
I said hug at first. Now it's choke. No, I appreciate my girls. I appreciate us so much. And everybody in the chat, y'all are the best. We are the best chat ever. So everybody have a good evening. And I will have a great morning and keep you posted on what's going on with Team USA. We're looking fabulous, darling. Fabulous.
That's great. Yeah.
Yes, everybody have a good night. We love to love you.
Bye.
Bye.